I'm Ricardo Brooks.
Good afternoon, Ricardo.
Good afternoon, Cliff. Good afternoon to the listeners.
Well, in our cover story this afternoon, politics. A PNP Councilor is this afternoon accusing the Member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland, Dwayne Vaz, of misconduct, including sexual harassment. Images seen by our news center show suggestive sexual messages from Mr. Vaz to the councillor.
In one message, he told the councillor, Julian Chang, about a dream he had of them having sexual intercourse. The councillor also alleges that the MP has been preventing her from attending constituency executive meetings. We've heard recordings of the MP trying to bar the councillor from attending one of those meetings.
Campaign against what? Campaign against what? As a councillor,
Do I really need to go in?
as an elected councillor, by the Constitution, I am a member of the executive of Central Westmoreland.
Yeah. As I said, in the special circumstances where you campaigned against us.
Campaign against what? Against what?
Against me.
I campaigned for the PNP and won the seat for the
You
PNP.
didn't.
So you're telling me that I'm not a member of the
No,
executive
you're not.
of Central
You're
Westmoreland?
not.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
No. I'm not saying that.
You'd like to move me?
You're not the chairman of that space.
Would you like to move me?
Out of the meeting.
The party says they do not recognize. The party
I
says
said.
they do not recognize
said.
the chairmanship that
Go
you
and
have.
talk to the
So
party
who
about
are
it.
you to say
said.
that I'm not the chairman for Sablaman?
Go and speak to the party.
So you're bigger than the party?
I said go talk to them about that.
You are bigger than the party?
You are
That's the voices you hear are those of the councillor for the Savannah Lamar division of the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, Julian Chang, and the Member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland, Dwayne Vaz. The councillor joins us now. Good afternoon, Ms. Chang.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Cliff. Good afternoon, nationwide.
Let me begin. What is happening here? You're accusing the MP of sexual harassment? On what basis?
Well, this started out in February when I received some texts, which I shared with you, of him telling me about having dreams of having sex with me. And since that, and of course you saw where I responded, asking him if he was drunk, right? Since that, we have not had a good relationship.
Mm-hmm. And beyond that message that I saw you sent to our producer, yes? Was
Yes.
there any other thing that you could say is suggestive of sexual harassment?
I have had instances of several unwanted sexual gestures and comments in the past.
And have you ever told Mr. Vaz that those advances were unwelcome?
No,
Why not?
I just never wanted him to feel out of place. So I just never mentioned it.
So why do you raise them now?
Because when I look at the emotional abuse and the sexual harassment and everything that he's doing now, to me, I feel as if it is now time come for me to speak. I'm traumatized, Cliff.
But these exchanges with Mr. Vaz took place how long ago?
Sometime back in February.
February 2025,
Yes,
a year ago. Yeah?
yes.
And since then, the relationship between you and Mr. Vaz has deteriorated.
Absolutely.
And
Go ahead. To what point that he doesn't want you in the
I
organization
can also
anymore?
mention that there was a point when he called my spouse and told my spouse that I was having an affair with someone else. And I brought him to a meeting with the party about it. The party looked into it and we had a discussion on it.
That party being the PNP or your
Correct.
spouse? Huh?
The PNP.
Oh,
And what was the outcome of the meeting?
I was told that the party's internal affairs would be looking into it.
And since then?
Nothing.
So you say that the relationship deteriorated after you ignored the advances, and certainly the ones I've seen, one indicating a dream whereby there's strong sexual language about what would have happened at a hotel. But is there any other reason that you believe the relationship deteriorated? In the recording we heard, Mr. Vaz accused you of campaigning against the PNP.
Yes. Well, on the 22nd of August, 2025, he removed me from the constituency executive WhatsApp group. And he removed me on the basis that I was giving the JLP information, pertinent information, as it relates to his campaign. Mind you, I was never a part of his campaign team.
Were you giving the JLP that information?
Not at all.
So where would he have gotten that from?
I have no idea. I was fixing a road in a predominant JLP area called Tivoli in Savannah Lamar along Darling Street. And he accused me of doing a JLP road.
So what is your status now in Central Westmoreland, Ms. Chang?
I am the councillor elected to represent the people, and that is what I am doing now. Since the hurricane and the relief has been coming in, I have had no conversations, no communication, and no assistance from the Member of Parliament.
And you no longer attend meetings or participate in constituency executive matters?
I have been barred from the meetings since August 22nd. I reached out to the secretary for the constituency and asked her to send me the pertinent information that I may need to know as it relates to the Savlamar division. And she indicated that she spoke to Mr. Vaz and he instructed her not to send me any information at all.
Have you received any information since then, though?
No, I haven't. And subsequently, he also convened a meeting September, October, and placed a chairman in the division named by him with 10 persons in the meeting. And since that, he has been doing all communication and the meetings has been attended by the divisional chairman that he has chosen.
So have you reported this to the secretariat, to the leadership of the PNP?
Every single thing that I have spoken to you about now, yes.
Including the allegations and the screenshots that we've seen of Mr. Vaz saying to you that he had a dream about having sex with you.
Correct, yes.
Have you sent those things in writing?
I have sent the messages to them, yes.
And what was the response you received?
Let's take that
I was
after the
told
break.
that the internal
Hold on, Councillor Chang. We're up on the break. Stay with us, please. Central Westmoreland, the PNP's Julian Chang. Today, Ms. Chang brought to our attention that the relationship between herself and the Member of Parliament, Dwayne Vaz, has deteriorated badly to the point where this afternoon she is accusing him of sexual harassment and wanting her removed from the PNP constituency organization in Central Westmoreland. She's on the phone. We're also trying to get Mr. Vaz. Mr. Vaz, we've been trying to reach you, yes, as Ms. Chang has made some serious allegations, which is only fair that you are given an opportunity to respond. Mr. Vaz, if you're hearing us or anyone hearing him, then tell him that Nationwide is trying to find him in light of these damning allegations from the councillor for the Savlamar division in his constituency, Julian Chang.
Yes, so Ms. Chang, before the break, I'd asked you if you had alerted the party secretariat to these allegations, and you were answering.
Yes, I was told that an internal affairs commission would have been having a meeting with us, and to date I have not had a meet.
And when did you report it to the secretariat?
Oh, this has been going on for almost a year now.
And no communication from the party leader or the party general secretary or any senior officer for the party? For example, Ian Hales, isn't he a vice president of the People's National Party?
Yes.
He's in your neighboring constituency of Western Westmoreland. Nothing from no one in the leadership?
No, I did not try to reach out to MP Ian Hales at no time. I did try to reach out to the secretary, the general secretary, Dr. Dayton Campbell, and I have not received a response. But what is really alarming as well, Cliff, is on Sunday, I'm of the understanding that at the NEC meeting that was held in Manchester, Mr. Vaz took the stage and he told the persons that were attending the NEC meeting that I am taking information from the PNP to the JLP on stage.
And you have not been contacted since from anyone in the leadership to explain?
No.
Wow.
Ms. Chang, you said that you had not indicated to Mr. Vaz that the advances were unwelcome advances, but you're now raising it as sexual harassment. Did you give him any reason or indication at all, even if it were not verbal, that you were uncomfortable with what he was sending you?
Well, Cliff, if you read the messages in my
Ricardo, that's
response to him when he texted me, you would have seen that.
Okay, Dana, could you just put up the message, please? The one regarding the dream. All right, so let me just see it here on my screen. So it reads, listeners, and if there are children around, you may want to exercise discretion. I remember it from us being at a hotel bar having drinks. Not sure if we went there together. It was raining too. The next thing I know, we're in a room, expletive the lives out of each other. And your response here, Ms. Chang, on the 9th of February, 2025, was, Jesus Christ, you did drunk. Yes, that's you? That's what you responded?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he responded, LOL, no. Hey, just checking if you got to travel. And you said, no, I'm stuck. You busy? Huh? So, well...
And I ask you these questions, Ms. Chang, because I'm sure Mr. Vaz will say that he does not deem it this way because you did not say anything explicit to tell him that these advances were unwelcome. How would you respond to that?
I did not want him to feel bad, so I just asked him if he was drunk, because he must have been drunk to make those suggestions to me.
And you're saying, having received those messages, you were uncomfortable?
Yes, I was.
If you do not receive any response from the party, what is it that you intend to do further?
Serve the people of Savannah Lamar.
When were you elected councillor, Ms. Chan?
In the last local government election.
In 2024?
Correct, yes.
And that's your first term, right?
Yes.
But Ms. Chang, this is rather unseemly. Yeah, we have been hearing of the problems in the relationship between you, and I mean political relationship between you and Mr. Vaz for some time now. Yes. And I'm just curious, why have you decided now that you've had enough?
I believe that it all started from these texts. And I believe that I was not saying or doing what he wanted me to do.
And that
so he started to politically victimize me.
And when were the text messages first? You said a year ago, February? Was it?
Yes. Yes.
But now it's almost a year later. Yes? You have been through a general election. Mr. Vaz won at the national level in a constituency. Yeah? And why now?
How would you respond to people?
I am emotionally drained, Cliff. I just can't do this anymore. I can't hide this anymore. No.
And how would you respond to those who may say that you're now just trying to get back at him because there's been a falling out? So you're being vindictive.
No, I'm not. I know what I have been through, Cliff. There were many sexual gestures and inappropriate sexual remarks, both physical and verbal.
And you have not been able to get anyone in a leadership position in the party to speak to Mr. Vaz about this, or you haven't complained individually to people?
We've had several meetings, Cliff, to no avail.
We, you say we, meaning who? We have
The
had
party
several.
hierarchy.
Oh,
We should tell the listeners that we have heard back from Mr. Vaz, and he says he has no comment.
are you a married woman, Councillor?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Vaz is also a married man?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
Yes, I believe I saw that he
Yeah.
was recently married. So you say your way forward now, Ms. Chang, is to serve the people of SAV, but certainly the relationship as it relates to the relationship with the MP. What do you intend to do about that?
It is very difficult to serve, Cliff. As you know, we have just been through Melissa and the devastation that has been caused in Savlamar, and it would have been good to have an MP to work with. You know, just recently, I handed over some houses, and it was after one of the houses were handed over, I heard that Mr. Vaz actually gave assistance, housing assistance to that same person. If we were talking and we were communicating, then things would have been much better.
so what is the state of the PNP organization like now in central Westmoreland, and in particular in the parish capital where you represent the people, Savlamar? What's the state of the organization like?
Mr. Vaz has his chairman doing the work of the chairman, and I am the councillor. I will remain the councillor, and I will continue to serve the people. It's really dysfunctional at times because there's no communication.
You know, Ms. Chang, have you complained to the president of the PNP Women's Movement? I recall there was another incident in Westmoreland, the parish, that grabbed national attention for some time. And the PNP Women's Movement came out very strongly against that parliamentarian at the time. Yeah. Have you sought help from your sisters in the PNP Women's Movement?
I've sought help from everyone, Cliff.
No, I asked you specifically. Have you sought help from the leadership of the PNP Women's Movement?
No, I haven't.
Why not?
Never thought of it?
No.
So, Julian Chang, tonight, what's your word to your party leadership and to Mr. Vaz and the people of Savlamar?
The people have elected me to serve, and I would like to serve in peace.
And the people and to the leadership of your party?
I would suggest that there should be a meeting convened as soon as possible.
All right. Thanks for sharing with us, Councillor Julian Chang of the Savannah Lamar Division of the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation. First term councillor having problems with her Member of Parliament, Dwayne Vaz. Thank you so much, Councillor Chang, for sharing with us.
And
Thanks,
we do
Thanks
hope
for having
you
me.
are allowed to serve in peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of reactions, as you can imagine, Cliff, and I want to read one from a female listener. She sent this to me. She says, "This is something that happens to women so often. In order not to hurt the man's feelings, we either ignore and skip around it." Sigh. And the YouTubers, of course, are having their say.
Yeah. This is a I'm trying to remember, when was the last time we had anything of this kind spilling over into the public domain as much as this is, No.
Yeah. And as we said, we gave Mr. Vaz the opportunity to respond, and he says he has no comments in relation to the allegations being made.
All right. That's all going to leave it for the cover story. The headlines at 6.